Hey guys, so this week's video is the science experiment I promised you. I know I look like a hot mess today, but I actually just got done touching up my rainbow hair, and I have pain management tomorrow. Yesterday was insane, so today's the only day I had a little bit of time to like do everything I needed to do. So yeah, like while I was in here dyeing my hair, I did the science experiment. So this is kind of filmed out of order, but like whatever. So I'm going to show that to you guys, and then I will also wrap up with the final results as well as answer your questions about my recent Instagram doll custom that I did and posted that you guys were wondering about. So here's your science experiment right quick. Yeah. Alright, so we have our mixtures for distilled white vinegar and baking soda. We're also going to try the vinegar by itself. We'll try the two mixed, then we're going to try baking soda mixed with dishwashing liquid. That's another one that people say works. And then we're also going to try some OxiClean and some hydrogen peroxide. So, not together, we'll try them separately. Maybe we'll try them together, I don't know if that would work. But we have our household cleaners. We're going to see if it can lighten this hair dye. So we have our Ruby over here. Like I said, I have a wig coming for her, so if we mess up her hair, it doesn't matter. I added purple to her red as far as the purple Rit Dye goes. It didn't really go purple. I mean, it's kind of just like a dark burgundy. What we're going to focus on is, will any of it come out? Will any of it lighten? As we've seen before, like I said, household bleach, hair bleach don't work, so the chances of any of these household cleaners working is slim to none, but we're gonna give it a try. Okay, so first up, we're gonna take our vinegar and our baking soda. So I've got the vinegar in. It by itself doesn't seem to be doing anything. Now we're gonna add the baking soda. So if you've ever made a volcano for a science fair project, then you already know that baking soda and vinegar form this really crazy fizz. Okay, so you can see it turned a little bit of a color, but not really much of anything. So upon rinsing it, like, it is turning the water slightly colored. Alright, so we've rinsed our hair, and having not made much of a difference, we're now going to try the baking soda and the dish soap. Okay, so I made, a decent paste. I'm kind of scrubbing, and I'm really not having to do much. Because like I said, I rinsed her hair after the vinegar, and there really wasn't anything, but the baking soda and Dawn dish soap is at least leaving colored foam, so we know it's doing like a very slight something. Okay, so her hair does still look really dark, in part because it's wet, and wet hair looks darker than dry hair. If you look, even this part, which was pretty red still, looks darker than it normally would. But I still wouldn't say that the dish soap, I mean, there's still some residue in there, but the water's running clean at this point. But the dish soap and baking soda at least did something. Not much, but something. Alright, next up, OxiClean. Alright, if you guys have ever used the OxiClean stain remover, then you know supposedly it will get stains out of anything. Also, if you heard that noise in the background, it's just my hot water heater because, we're hanging out in the bathroom today. So we're going to give OxiClean a try and see if it gets any of the dye out. Alright, I put several scoops in, enough to kind of make a paste in her hair. As you can see, the water's already turning slightly pink. Alright, even though it's just kind of a milky light pink, I will say that like some of the color came out. I mean, I still got some soap in there, but like, so far, I guess the OxiClean has removed the most product, but we'll keep going and see how it goes. Alright, so even though the OxiClean seemed like it was doing a little something, I will say her hair is still really dark, probably way darker than it would be if all the dye had been removed. I'm gonna go ahead and do the peroxide, which, okay, I mean, it's doing a little something, but most of these are just really fading the color. They're not really removing it. Alright, so again, the peroxide seems to at least be helping fade the color. I don't know that it's going to, any of this is actually going to remove it. I mean, if bleach won't work, including hair bleach, clothing bleach, neither one works. This probably isn't going to work either. The Rit color remover works, but it does stain the doll, and it's up to you whether or not it's worth the risk. For now, I'm going to try one more thing after this, and then rinse her hair, shampoo it really good, and see where we're at. Okay, the last thing I decided to try was some of these Stain Devil removers. I just kind of mixed two of them. Neither one of them are made specifically for dye, but I figured you can see how they go. And again, like, all of these are fading it. I think that, you know, she sat for a while. If I had done this right away, it probably might, I mean, it might have come out more. I'm not gonna say probably, but like, there's a chance that it might have. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and scrub her hair, shampoo it out, pat it dry, and see if it's made any difference with all of these chemicals at all. Alright, it's pretty dry now. I mean, it really didn't lighten it up any. It just made it really dry and stiff and gross. And like I said, it doesn't much matter because in the end, her hair is getting cut off. Because the color hair I want for this ruby is, there's no way I could have achieved it even with her hair not having gone this weird. Because it was already red to begin with. It's what I want is a little lighter than that. So this hair is gonna go. Her new wig should be here in a few days. Hopefully I'll be able to show you guys by next week. Alright, so I know that was like filmed, it was like really messy, but like here she is. You know, hers pretty much dry. It actually just made it drier feeling and kind of stringy. It didn't really get any lighter. Like I said, it doesn't matter. All of this is coming off because I picked up a really awesome wig for her. I bought it on eBay and it was coming from, I know it's coming from somewhere in Asia. I think either China or Japan. So I bought it several weeks ago, like last month, I think, and it should be here. It's made it into the US, so it should be here any day now. Hopefully by next week I'll be able to do a reveal on what she looks like in her new wig and with her cheek decal removed because I never removed it on her. But yeah, so the story behind her, if you remember, was basically that I wanted a ruby with purple hair. I dyed one the first time. It really didn't turn purple. Like, it turned burgundy when I used the wine colored dye on it, of course. And then when I went over it with purple, it was just way too dark. Even though I had removed the wine color with the Rit color remover, we did a video on that, saw that it stained the doll. The stain did come out with stain removal stuff that we did with the acne cream and, you know, whatever. So I bought a second one and I thought, well, maybe it just came out bad because I had previously dyed it and used the remover, that the color just took too dark because the hair had been, I guess, like messed with the remover. So this was the brand new one I bought and it didn't, I put purple in and it came out darkish, brownish, blackish, kind of burgundy-ish in the sunlight. I don't know. It came out not what I wanted. So I found what I wanted in a wig. Bought that, decided to use her for the science experiment before I cut all of this off to put the wig on. That's what you saw today. You know, really none of them did any good, which I didn't really think that they would as far as home remedies go. Like, if hair bleach didn't work and regular bleach didn't work, then I wasn't really betting on anything else. Now, I didn't use the Oops color remover that a lot of people use on their regular hair, and in my defense, like, that's because it's like $10, and if none of the other stuff worked, then it probably wasn't going to anyway, and I just didn't feel like wasting $10. I mean, that's like almost half a doll. So the other video, part of this video I was going to show you right quick, is another hair thing on Rainbow High, although I imagine it could be used on Oh My Gods as well, or OMGs, I don't, yeah. Anyway, so give me a second and I'll grab her right quick. Alright, so I recently did this Cheer Violet. I wanted to give her hair some texture. A lot of folks have been talking about why none of the African American dolls really have textured hair, which, I mean, we only have one African American Rainbow High doll so far. And I tried it on this Violet because I didn't plan on keeping her, whereas both of the crystals I have currently I plan on keeping. I did really just want to see how she looked in fuchsia hair because I hadn't seen that on any of the Violets yet on like Instagram or Facebook. As you can see, Like, sorry, the lighting is so poor. But as you can see, she looks really cute. I mean, it's a little dark for what her lips are, but it goes pretty well with her eyeshadow. She has Ruby's eyes in. She is going to be for sale on my Instagram. Her clothes are also dyed. So that's a thing. See, there we go. Okay. Sorry, we're still in the middle of remodeling our bathroom. It's mostly finished. Still got some light switch covers to put on. I need to get baskets for all of like the regular bathroom stuff. But anyway, so a lot of people were asking how I did this kind of crimpy texture. And a long time ago, I bought this mini crimping iron. It's got really, really tiny plates on it. And I'm trying to see. I can't really remember who it's by. Oh, there we go. Remington. And I think I got it at like Sally's or somewhere like that. It has an on-off button. It has no temperature control. So I was kind of afraid to use it on doll hair because I can't tell you how hot it's getting. Anyway, so it did this like super micro crimp. And on human hair, not only is it just way too small to look good, at least not on like my textured hair. Like, I have pretty straight, plain, I mean, my hair's kind of thick and kind of dry, but like, it's your basic normal Caucasian hair. However, in this case, it seemed like on a doll scale, it should do something interesting. So I went ahead and gave it a shot. I think it's showing up much more red on camera than it is in person. It's a lot more of a fuchsia pink in person. But anyway, yeah, so her hair did really well. It's got leave-in conditioner in it, so it's not dry, but it is a little frizzy just from where I've been like messing with it because it feels really neat. But hopefully she'll find a really good home. And yeah, so that's what I used. It's just a crimper, but it's like a mini crimper. It's really, really small. It takes forever to do a head full of human hair. Like, I would not want to. But it only took me like maybe 10 or 15 minutes to do her hair. But I did it in small sections and went slow because as it heated up, I wasn't sure, like, was it going to get too hot and like burn to a crisp. So anyway, yeah, hopefully you guys like her. Check out my Instagram if you haven't already, if you think you might want to give her a home or commission a otherwise dyed rainbow high doll. Okay, so ending recorded on a completely different day, but it is what it is. So I will say, like I said, Violet is for sale on my Instagram. Actually, right now, I'll drop a link down below. If you guys are interested in commissioning a doll, I do some in my free time. I don't always have a lot of free time, so they are kind of limited. I also, like, there's a couple of different rainbow high dolls I still want to do a dye color on that I haven't seen already posted on, like, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. But we'll see. We'll see, like, how much time I have. Because I'm also trying to get, like, the new OMGs that just dropped and finish off a couple of other doll lines while some of the stores and, like, Amazon are having coupon days and sales days and lower prices. I will say that I definitely want to try another Cheer Violet, but I think I want one with a lighter pink in her hair. I think that the fuchsia was just kind of too dark with her makeup for me personally. I'd also really like to pick up some violet dye and do like a violet, grab another crystal because I have some indigo dye I just picked up and do like an actual indigo versus like her purpleness that she has going on. There's a few others I wanted to do before Series 3 come out, but I can't think of them. Oh, I really wanted to do a purple Stella and a lavender Kia. Like, I don't know if they'll come out well, but either way, they'll probably be for sale, like, on my Instagram. So, yeah, like, subscribe, hit the bell, follow me on Instagram, and check out more dye videos that I've posted or new dyes that are coming up, dolls for sale, etc. And I will see you guys next week.